This tool will change the way you do online arbitrage or Amazon reselling in general. It helped already over 500 people in Germany, and I bet once you give it a try, you will never be able to go back again to the normal way you did it. Because ArbitrageOne will streamline your workflow, will reduce complexity, makes 20 clicks to 3 clicks, and will get rid of most of your Excel files. Believe me, I was dreaming about this tool for 4 years and nobody did it, so we came up, we worked 2 years and ArbitrageOne was born. So in this short video, I just want to give you an overview what is ArbitrageOne so that you can decide for yourself if you want to give it a try. If yes, you have a free trial period, check it out in the description. It's really worth it. First of all, what is ArbitrageOne doing? So it helps you from the moment you're searching for products and will end its duty when you send the products to the Amazon FBA storage or to the customer. So this whole, let's say, timeline is covered by ArbitrageOne. It has included not only a very nice dashboard where you can see how much you have purchased in the last period of time, which should be your main KPI, by the way, in order to know if you're on track or not, because it's the only KPI you can really influence in your reselling business, the purchase volume. What this program is designed for is to keep track of all your possible leads you have found. And you have found them maybe in a deal sheet, via program, via manual search, whatsoever, you name it. You can bring every possible product with just one click in here. And it doesn't matter if you sell a Buybot Pro or the A1 Analyzer. We have an integration to all of those tools, and with one click you can bring in possible leads. Not only you, also your virtual assistant can bring them in directly to A1. Once this is done, you can see that you have a lot of possibilities, a lot of informations, and one of these little tweaks which helps you to reduce the amount of time you need for this task which we're going through now is this little button here. It will show you the WEEE. When you're selling in Germany, you most likely know this one, or in Europe in general. You will have to add these numbers to many products in order to get an ungating. And we connected a database, so you directly can search for the brand and you can say which category, and voila, you can find directly the right number. You copy it and you put it into Seller Central. Saves already, believe me, 1 to 2 minutes per product you're planning to purchase. Also, you can see here all the classics, right? The ungating, you can see the margin again, the product, the way on how you found it, and you can give feedback in case it's coming from a virtual assistant. This is something I will touch on a separate tutorial, but the main task is now that you have collected all the possible leads to track purchases of those products you have bought. This is one click. You put in the purchase quantity, you can put in the way you found it. Maybe you found it with a keep alarm. Then you can decide where you ship it to. It's extremely important because we have an API integration with many prep centers. This will be the main game changer in the whole process. So, and please do me a favor. Imagine how you would do this at the moment with your current setup. Okay, so we track the purchase and we track our deals. Okay, these are the two things we're doing now. So you press the button and you can see now in our purchase view, voila, the product appears here. And we will have to get rid of all the filters and the product will appear. And once this is done, you can start with the insane time-saving processes. So now what would you do? You would go to Seller Central and you would press add product. You would take the random nonsense screw from Amazon. You would hammer in the prices for the countries you want to sell it at. You press save. You forgot to add maybe the country where it comes from. You know, the small details when you create the listings, which kind of take time. Now, in this process, you press one button. You say you want to be FBA, FBM. You want a new SKU or the existing SKU, which you're already using in your stock. You choose the marketplaces as you have put it in your settings with the pre-calculated prices, and they want the text code, and you press create listing. Voila, we have created you 1, 2, 3, 4 listings. We have given it a very logic SKU number. So you have the source, you have the purchase price net, break-even price, date, and ASIN. You can modify this to your own likings. Then you can see that you have on the left side, this blue field shows you the order state. So within one order, there can be multiple products. In this example, you can see every order has one product. In case you order more products from one order, you can track this as well. And then you have here a lot of fields. You can put the order number, invoice number, notes, tags to filter better. And now the second part of the magic happens. You see a little button here, announce. If your prep center is using a certain software, which is called Prep Business, what you have to do is normally to jump over into the software, tell them, hey guys, this SKU is coming your way, in this amount, expect it please. Believe me, another 2 minutes. Now you press this little button here, and what you have done is you have told the prep center that your product is coming in this amount. You don't have to leave A1 at no step, not even for listing generation, not for the announcement to your prep center if it's supported. So alone this saves you per ASIN, I promise, 5 minutes. What you have as well is a synchronization, so you can see what's ordered. Once those products arrive at your prep center, you get synchronized here, the 5. So there will be a little star which shows you that by magic is synchronized backwards from the prep center to your A1 tool, and you can see if you have received the goods. You can do here all the filters you need. Stock you have not received completely, you have not forwarded, you have not booked any invoice, which you can track here because we know all invoices are important to prove the goods are legit. And you can analyze it again in our A1 analyzer. This tool is doing everything you're used to, just more exact and more, let's say, focused on European sellers. Because most tools, they not really know how to deal with European sellers, with the PANIWO complexity, the EFN complexity. So what you can see here is obviously the main information of the product on the top left corner, and then it already starts. The small things which make this tool so unbelievable helpful. You can see here the real let's say, influenced sales values from Keeper and from Amazon itself, so you can see and build your own sales volume in case the sales from Amazon are not communicated. You can see if there are variations or not. Then you hammer in the purchase price, cross net, and you can choose the target marketplace. This makes it already very powerful because in the settings you can set exactly your business up as it is. So we know which fees to apply, where do you normally storage the goods, are you allowed to participate in the panel program. Then depending on target marketplace you choose, it will do the calculations. Believe me, extremely exact, because we love this and we hated it that some tools kind of guessed on certain fees, and this is not acceptable. We have to believe the numbers which are coming out of this tool. Once you have done this, you can see two things. You can see directly in your target marketplace with the different average prices how your margin and your return on investment would look like. You can see if the offer count is increasing or not. You can see ungatings. You can see how the product is selling on other marketplaces with this 30-day average, not the actual one. You don't want to have the actual price, you want to see the average price. You can play around with this. You can see the buy box statistics, you can see the other sellers, and you can track directly your purchase, and you can see here the recent purchases you have done. So all of this is just an addition to the core functionality of A1. All this is already, believe me, worth it to try it out. But we don't stop there. The next step is that you can check the whole purchase you've done from a bird view. So you can see what have you purchased, in which category, from which brand, from which source, with which method, over the last period of time which you choose to see here on the top. And this doesn't sound like much, but try to recreate this in your Excel file. It will fail, believe me, I've tried it several times. Didn't work out. But this information itself is one of the most important ones where the least amount of sellers is really kind of informed about. Because at the end of the day, I mentioned at the beginning, the only KPI you can really influence is the purchase amount. And in order to know what's working and what's not working, you have to have a bird view on your purchase behavior. We track all of this for you, and we can even do a deep dive into the sourcing methods or even into the products and see which product brought in how much of an expected margin ROI. It's unbelievable. This information alone is, for many people, a deciding factor to test ArbitrageOne. There's also a virtual assistant management toolbox. You can give your EAs access. You can calculate automatic bonus payments. You can, approve or disapprove deals. I will not go into details. We have a separate tutorial for that. But I want to show you one more thing, and that's our export. You can export because, let's say, all the purchase prices are already tracked in here. So when you use a profit and loss program, a repricer, what are you normally doing? You have to transfer from your Excel file or from whatever system you use at the moment, all the prices over to the other tool. And sometimes, you work with cross prices, then you use net prices. Sometimes, the SKUs are don't match. You know the pain if you're doing Amazon reselling for a while. Now with one click, you can export all the prices in the right format for your repricer or for your profit and loss. And you can upload it with one click. Believe me, the calculations done. So for example, if you use Profit Protector Pro, we even can fill in the min-max prices based on margin ROI. Those calculations, they are 100% approved by a Square German development team, which is really picky about this kind of stuff. So believe me, once you have used it and you trusted the tool and you can see that it's doing the right calculations and the right exports, your life just gets easier. You press the button, you upload it there, and you're done. This all sums up ArbitrageOne. We're working on many other features. So if you're interested, please, I challenge you. Give it a try. Test it for free without any credit cards needed. And if you have any issue or you don't understand the additional value of it, please contact us. There's a bubble on the right corner. You press message and we will answer you within some hours and we will support you. And I promise you, you will not know how you live without the tool. Challenge accepted. Looking forward to meet you in the A1 universe, and in case you want to see a detailed tutorial to each of those steps, then just check our YouTube channel for those tutorials and you will have a better understanding how it will help your business grow.